About to hear from LA Mayor Karen Bass. The person speaking now is from the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, and he's basically giving the weather that Dallas just gave in terms of what we can expect. So let's listen in, and then we're going to hear from Mayor Bass and the Chief of Police and the new LA Fire Chief, Jamie Moore.
Being underprepared is often far greater than the cost of being overprepared. Unfortunately, one of the strongest November storms we've experienced will be impacting greater Los Angeles during the next 24 to 36 hours. As with the lead up to the October's weather system, when we did indeed see significant flooding rains in the metro area, there are still uncertainties regarding exactly what locations will pick up the greatest amounts of rain. What we can say right now is that the most concerning time periods for intense rainfall, including bursts of heavy rain, will be from 1 a.m. late tonight through Saturday afternoon. My team at the National Weather Service in LA has issued a flood watch in effect for all of Los Angeles County through 10 p.m. on Saturday. We are already seeing the rain pick up over the area and expect that to continue on and off through the overnight hours tonight. While significant flooding is expected to hold off until late tonight through Saturday, we still could see some minor flooding in low-lying locations, especially along freeways, minor rock slides or mudslides through the canyons, and minor debris flows on the burn scars, including but not limited to Palisades and Franklin burn scars. Now, as we go through the morning hours of Saturday, expect those bursts of heavy rain to pick up through the morning and last into the afternoon. There will be some locations where the rain gets extremely heavy, not only on the burn scars, but also affecting the larger community across the greater Los Angeles area. This is when the risk for significant flooding will increase, along with the potential for landslides and burn-scarred debris flows. The worst of the conditions is expected to persist through early Saturday afternoon. Now, by mid-afternoon into Saturday evening, the heaviest rain will be shifting to the north of the city of Los Angeles, and there should be even a few breaks from the rain. In fact, the sun may even come out in a few spots by later Saturday afternoon. Don't let your guard down, though, because the energy from the sun could allow for additional heavy showers to develop later in the afternoon and into the evening. Those localized afternoon and evening downpours could worsen flooding, landslide, and debris flow potential. Looking further ahead, other than a few light showers around late Saturday night, the most dangerous conditions should conclude by the end of the flood watch at 10 p.m. Saturday evening. But be on guard because additional weaker storms could affect the region over the next several days. Now, I need to make mention that many Angelenos may not personally experience any damaging floods, landslides, or debris flows. However, the character of this weather system is such that many localized spots will have the potential to experience dangerous, life-threatening floods, landslides, and debris flows. The nature of this system is such that we can't be certain about exactly when and where these impacts will strike until right before they occur at the earliest. If you encounter flooding, never drive through flooded roadways. If you're in or near a burn scar area, be especially cautious of your vulnerabilities and be prepared to heed any directions from emergency management and law enforcement officials. In addition, there will be the potential for a few thunderstorms to affect the local area on Saturday, which could contain occasional lightning strikes, high rainfall rates, and gusty to perhaps locally damaging wind gusts. There's also a remote risk for a small, brief, weak tornado to occur. So please just be advised, and that if the winds suddenly pick up, or if you hear a severe weather warning from the National Weather Service, we recommend that you be indoors in a sturdy structure on the lowest floor with as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Stay away from windows. Again, many people may be fortunate enough to be largely unaffected by the adverse weather. However, the type of weather system coming through is one that has the capability of being dangerous and even life-threatening. The alerts we issue are not intended to create fear, but rather to be a tool and resource to help you and your loved ones stay safe. Our confidence in dangerous weather striking any location may not be certain until it's too late to take action. So please take these alerts as an opportunity to prepare while there's time to do so. Hopefully, we can get through the system with as little impact as possible, even if we're ready for much worse. On behalf of the National Weather Service, we will continue working closely with our core partners, including emergency management officials, the mayor's office as well, to ensure that everyone has the latest available information on this evolving situation. To all Angelenos, on behalf of the National Weather Service, stay safe and take care. With that, I'm going to introduce Mayor Karen Bass. Thank you.
Dr. Cohen, first of all, let me just thank you so much for your information, your willingness to be here. I want Angelenos to know that he drives a couple of hours to come here from Oxnard, and we really appreciate you and your work. As always, I encourage all Angelenos to stay safe and prepare for this weekend. Slow down if you're driving and plan ahead for the potential for longer travel times. And please, if you don't have to leave your home, please don't. I do want Angelenos to know that the city is prepared and we are ready. Our Emergency Operations Center has been activated and city crews are on standby to respond to any fallen trees or impacts to roadways. Chief Moore will share more about how LAFD has pre-deployed resources around the city. We will continue to maintain a proactive approach to bolstering vulnerable hillsides throughout Pacific Palisades from earlier this year, but as Dr. Cohen said, it is potential for mudslides to impact areas outside of the burn scar. Evacuation orders have been issued for select vulnerable properties within and around recent burn scar areas, beginning at 8 p.m. tonight and through 8 a.m. Sunday. So as always, if you have been contacted by the Los Angeles Police Department at an impacted property, please, please, please heed official guidance and evacuate. As we head into the weekend, I again urge all Angelenos to stay prepared and safe. And as always, please call 911 for life-threatening situations. If you see flooding or fallen trees, please report by calling 311, which will be operating until extended hours. There have been a few reports of downed trees so far, and our city crews remain on standby to respond immediately. Please report any power outages to LADWP. Residents can also pick up sandbags at fire stations throughout the city, with sand also available for free at select fire stations. Please sign up also for emergency alerts at notifyla.org. Now, I want to introduce and turn this over to our new fire chief, who has been on the job for just a few hours, and welcome, Chief Jaime Moore.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. What a way to start as fire chief. Mother Nature has a way of welcoming us. Again, my name is Jaime Moore, and I'm honored to serve as the newly appointed fire chief of the Los Angeles City Fire Department. I'm here tonight to update you on the city's preparations and ongoing response to the storm currently impacting Los Angeles. Evacuations warnings went into effect Thursday evening for the Palisades Fire, Sunset Fire, and the Hearst burn scar areas. These warnings will remain in place until Sunday, November 15th, approximately 11 a.m. At this time, no evacuation orders have been issued. Let me repeat that. No evacuation orders have been issued or in effect right now. If conditions worsen, warnings will be upgraded and evacuation orders will take place. Residents will be notified immediately through Los Angeles City alerts, including the wireless emergency alerts on mobile devices. Additionally, the Los Angeles Police Department will go door to door to notify anyone in the affected areas. A broader evacuation warning remains in place around all burn scar zones out of an abundance of caution. The Los Angeles City Fire Department increased staffing beginning yesterday at 6 a.m., and we have strategically positioned resources across the city. Our preparations include a 22-member strike team with 5 off-road Type 3 fire engines and an assistant chief actively patrolling the Palisades area. Dozers and a 27-member hand crew ready to assist with any debris flows or access issues in the city of Los Angeles. Urban search and rescue and swiftwater rescue teams have been staged in the San Fernando Valley. Helicopters and air resources are prepared to launch as weather allows. 7 brush patrols and 1 fast response vehicle, which can quickly reach narrow streets in our high-risk terrain areas. Sandbags are available at all of our 106 neighborhood fire stations. Sand will be available at select stations, and you can find the station details and updates by visiting lafd.org/news. Here are a few important reminders. Never drive or walk through moving water. Call 911 only for life-threatening emergencies. If you need to report flooding, debris flow, or fallen trees, please call 311. For power outages, please visit ladwp.com/outages or call 1-800-DIAL-DWP. And always assume that a down power line is live. Please do not try to touch them, move them, or approach them. There are a few steps you can take to stay safe during this storm. Consider changing your weekend plans and stay home, cuddle up, watch a movie, spend some family time. Stay aware of weather conditions and your surroundings. Listen to the radio, watch your television newscasts. If you hear thunder or see lightning or notice sudden wind changes, go indoors. Stay away from windows and find a place of safety. And remember, if you encounter a flooded area, please don't drive through it. Turn around. The LAFD continues to work in unified coordination with the Los Angeles Emergency Operations Center, which remains fully staffed and ready to respond. My message tonight is simple. Stay informed, stay alert, and stay safe. We're here for you, and we will get through this storm together.
I'll give you an update. There is a warning for everybody except 126 residents, which is an order to leave, not a warning. I'll handle that if you mention an update.
We just received an update, and I'm going to let Chief McDonald provide that update. He's next to speak, and he can provide the latest because we do have a change from a warning to an evacuation order. So I stand corrected, and I'll leave it over to Chief McDonald. Sir?
Thank you, Chief, very much. Good evening, and thank you for being here. As you heard, the City of Los Angeles is preparing for a significant storm system expected to arrive soon. Our priority is keeping our community members safe. Due to the increased risk of mud and debris flow, the city has issued an evacuation order for specific properties considered vulnerable to safety risks, with a significant portion of those properties contained within the Pacific Palisades burn zone. This order begins tonight at 8 p.m. and will remain in effect until Sunday morning at 8 a.m. If your home is within the impacted area, please evacuate before 8 p.m. tonight. Take your family, pets, medications, important documents, and any essentials you may need. If someone in your household requires extra time or assistance, please begin that process now. Our role today, LAPD officers from West LA Division, Hollywood, and Mission Divisions have worked with a sense of urgency throughout those impacted areas with notifications completed at all vulnerable properties. And as the Chief mentioned, there's 126 residents that have been notified that will be ordered to leave. Officers have gone door to door, knocking and announcing their presence, notifying residents if present, and distributing evacuation information, and we've documented all of those efforts. At this time, the process of distributing evacuation information is complete to all properties identified as vulnerable to potential safety hazards. The LAPD will continue monitoring conditions throughout the storm, assisting wherever
EMS element, non-emergency. Angelenos, EMS 1, 1720 East Chavez Avenue, cross White Memorial, Channel 16. Metro clear.
The LAPD will continue monitoring conditions throughout the storm, assisting wherever and whenever that's needed. The city has opened an evacuation center at Stoner Recreation Center, located at 1835 Stoner Avenue in West LA, where residents can find shelter and support. Some safety guidance: once the heavy rain begins, the safest place to be is indoors. Please avoid unnecessary travel, and if you're required to drive, do so safely without distractions and give yourself some extra time to arrive. Keep in mind, mud and debris flows can occur suddenly and become life-threatening with very little, if any, warning. If you experience an emergency, please call 911 immediately. I want to thank our partners across the city, the Mayor's Office, the Los Angeles Fire Department, Emergency Services Division, Public Works, and all city and county agencies. This truly is a coordinated effort to protect all community members. In closing, these evacuation orders are issued because the risk is real. Your safety is our priority, and leaving early is the best way to protect yourself and your family. We'll continue to provide updates as conditions evolve. Thank you, and please stay safe. And it's now my honor to be able to
That
turn
is
it over to
LA
the
Police
General
Chief
Manager
Jim
of the
McDonnell,
Emergency
following LA Fire Chief, the brand new LA Fire Chief, Jaime Moore, talking about the preparations that are underway and in preparation for the storms that are expected to intensify this evening and into Saturday. Among them, there are some 126 properties that are under evacuation orders now, that are ordered to get out at 8 o'clock. Those are primarily in the Palisades fire burn areas. A bunch of other properties throughout the city and county that are under evacuation warnings. Those could change to orders when conditions warrant, and there may not be much warning of debris flows because, as has been said, those debris flows can happen quickly, quietly, and with great deleterious effect. So we will have more, of course, on our coverage of the storm that is beginning to get here. Eyewitness News at 5:30 underway right now.